Picture this typical type of relationship, right? They're together or they're apart. Oh, I'm getting lonely. Oh, I miss you. Then what happens? One of the people or both of them feel that they need to lean on someone else. And then slowly the relationship could fizzle out, or it can become a double life, or it can become all kinds of stuff like that. And this internet stuff, communication, leading that kind of relationship, cancels that kind of shit out.
It does.
Because
absolutely,
you actually have real communication. I feel real. A lot of the people that I talk to on the net, that I've been talking to, I feel like when I'm going to meet them for the first time, it's going to be, yo, what's up?
Yes.
We know each other.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Absolutely.
You know,
absolutely.
Tell these people out there, please, that give them some advice about staying together and being strong about when it comes to being apart and staying positive on situations. Well, give these people some facts.
like you just said, Momo, it's staying true. It's well, the communication, like I said before. I mean, I've said it most of the time and all the time. It's all about communication, talking to each other, and about how you feel. And being apart, yes, can be tough, but like you say, positive. It's the positive. It's seeing yourself with that person in other situations back home. What am I going to do when I come back for that break? You know, it's like this Christmas time. What were we going to do? Well, we just, you know, I started painting in the house. I started doing stuff. And seeing that in advance, doing stuff at home. Just like when you plan for that dinner. You know, you're coming back home from work. You're planning for that dinner. You're seeing that nice stuff, that positive stuff you're going to do with that person. And it's basically, and if you truly love that person like I love her, it just works out itself. Everything falls into place. You know, if you just stay positive about it. Tough times, there are tough times, but yeah, you just see it positive, and just if the love is true, you see each other. We sleep together every night. You know, I see her every night. It's all about positive, about wanting to spend time with that person and talking stuff out. If there's any, as if even when you're at home as a couple, you need to talk stuff out sometimes, right? Well, it's the same thing. You're away. It's a little more difficult when you don't have the physical warmth, but talking about it is.
And also, I think it will separate the men from the boys in the sense that if your relationship is based on physical, which is something that is very current right now, I mean, forget about it. If your relationship is superficial, it will not work. Nothing will work, actually. No. Nothing will work, okay? But if your relationship, and in that sense, is based on true feelings, exchange of you know, what I call foundations. We have some similar foundations. We like music. We like, well, we didn't want children. We had some similar objectives in life and concerns. And we like each other as a human being. I love Whyvon for what he is and all that. Well, then the physical thing is a second thing. The bottom line is, yes, your relationship has to be real and felt, you know, and in many ways. Unfortunately, it's not something that a lot of people have right now, but this will definitely be a good test. If you want to know if your relationship is real,
it's fun. It can work. It can work for a lot of people. I mean, it could work for everyone. It just has to be used in the right way. It just has to be true. It has to be, you know. Basically, that's what it is.
A couple is something that gets together, but it's also the individuals. And I think that long distance, in that sense, is a great thing to keep on not forgetting yourself.
Yeah,
you know, exactly. A lot of people in relationships tend to forget about themselves, and they become only
dependent on each other.
That's it.
Codependent on each other, thus meaning that without each other you're nothing, and together you're even more miserable.
Yeah,
for, you know, for those people who are into that kind of situation, then you're definitely not better off. But
that's it. It allows us the space to do, you know, to develop his own personal dreams. Me too, to do the stuff that I want to do, and then when we get together, it's just. And wonderful.
You find that you develop at the same time,
and to merge, and to merge our dreams together.
Exactly.
Yeah, we have
to bring something to the other one, and as much and to yourself first, of course.
Yeah.
You know,
it's almost like really going through university, because they have a final goal, you see, and that goal that they got when they came together. Well, you're going through university. You can't be a doctor till you finish your courses. Well, when they get to the end of that thing, then they're going to have accumulated all the information in order to bring it together so that they can now go open their office and be their thing. That is what we're talking about. And that's when it comes together. So what's the problem? It's like growing pains. You're short, you grow. One day you're this big, the next day you're that big. It's what time does, as long as the time is organized and attached to a real goal. Stuff that you really want to do, stuff that you love, stuff that comes from deep inside of you to the point where you can really taste it. Stuff that hasn't been affected by outside pollutants, you know what I mean? Such as people with their own opinions, people that are jealous. You know, you got to be positive and you got to believe that things are possible. But one thing is 100% sure. If you do not try, you do not get. And these two, my friends, are the two people in the world that I know that have pushed this to the outer limits, and I salute you guys on this, man. You guys are such a primo example. It's so beautiful to listen to you guys talk like this. So different than the couple that I had sitting here a little while ago. You're not going to call the cops on me, are you?
Not at all, Momo. Momo, we love you too much for that.
Oh, Lord.
No lawyers, eh?
No lawyers, none of that, none of that.
You'll have me knocking to come back and do some more skits with you.
Actually, you know, Momo, another thing that you're bringing up is when we met, I'm coming back to this, I was in a difficult period in my life for work, and there was a lot of turmoil, and it probably actually works now because I had the time by myself, because we were apart. You know, sometimes when things don't go well individually, it will bleed in the couple too. And sometimes you need the time to fix it yourself. Nobody else can help you. You need to you know, and this time was actually in our relationship. At that time where I met him, I had a lot of other things going that were a bit messed up. And the separation helped me overcome, of course, with his moral support nonetheless, because we kept in touch. But it did give me that time, that personal time that sometimes you need, whether you're alone or in a couple, to, you know, reassess things, reorient your goals, you know, and heal yourself, basically. You know, it was a healing period where maybe if we had been together, I wouldn't have been able to do it, or not in the same way, perhaps, or you know, or maybe I would have scared him off, or, you know, God knows, sometimes you just need to. So it was a positive thing, and I think sometimes couples forget to do that too. You gotta pay attention to yourself to bring something else in. You know, it's always that you have to give yourself individually as much as you. And I think you have a beautiful relationship in that sense too. You do your thing, Krila does her thing, then you blend it together. It's just wonderful, you know.
It's like adding to the mix and not destroying it and taking away from it.
That's it. Focusing on the good thing, like I was saying. Thanks for having us, Momo.
Well,
it's always
hey,
nice
it's always a pleasure, and it's mind blowing. And what can I tell you, guys? I want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart for checking us out. One last thing I want to say, my friend Rachel. Hey, Rachel, how are you doing, Rachel? She sent me this email today about gratefulness, about being grateful, and a couple of other people have been sending me things on gratefulness, and you know, I don't know. Thank you for that, because it does. I am grateful for everything that's happening here. I'm grateful for these guys. I'm grateful for the fact that they love each other. I'm grateful for the fact that I got the kid and Karila in my life, and I'm so grateful that I'm going to be able to come out and see you dudes, because this is really, really wild. And why the fuck am I crying?
Because it's the good thing. It feels good.
Anyways, it's all good. It's been an emotional day. There's been a lot of going on. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch and write. You guys totally rock. Peace out.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Thanks, man.
Thank you, Momo.
Oh, man.